Hey, welcome back. Today we're going to use a piece of equipment that solves one of the most common problems with a fermentation that slows down or completely stalls out, and that is temperature. Come on, let's do it. So INKBIRD is a well-known company that designs products that are mostly controllers and sensors and things like that. They're typically plug and play, automated. Many of them are Wi-Fi. To sense and control things like temperature, which is what we're going to be doing today, or humidity, or CO2 levels, inline exhaust fans, a lot of different things that cover very useful things in many different industries. So they have sent me their, this is the ITC-308 digital plug and play temperature controller, and it's a great product, and I can't wait to get to use it. And how I'm going to use this product is in this room. This is a small shed that I use, and I have a fermenter in here, and this time of year right now it can get up to 90 degrees during the daytime and down to 65 at night. Well, that is not real great for a fermentation, so I want to keep a steady temperature. This controller, I'm going to go ahead and open it up. This controller allows me to set different temperatures. A temperature, that I want it to, my ideal temperature, let's say I call it 78 degrees is where I would like this room to stay. And then I can set a heat differential and a cooling differential so that if the temperature raises so many degrees above 78, the air conditioner will kick on. Or if the temperature falls so many degrees below 78, then the heater will kick on. And you just plug this thing into the wall, and then you plug your heater and your air conditioner into the INKBIRD. You set those three temperature ranges, the ideal temperature that you want, the heat differential and the cooling differential, and it takes care of everything else. So I'm going to get this set up. And then I'm going to show you everything. I'll be right back. So here is the entire unit. And when they say this is a plug and play, they mean it. It is a plug and play. So all of this is the controller itself. You have a temperature probe. And for me, I'm just going to set this temperature probe on the shelf right next to my fermenter. You can also use this in an aquarium, like if you have fish, things like that. You could put this down into your mash if you wanted to control the mash itself, as opposed to what I'm going to be doing, which is controlling the ambient temperature in the room. Lots of different applications for this. So you have the controller itself, and I'll show you how we set that up here in just a minute. And then you have this plug, says cooling, and then it says heating. So you even know, like, I plug the air conditioner into the one that says cooling, and I plug the heater into the one that says heating. It's that simple. And then, of course, this one plugs into your AC outlet. So let's get this all set up. I'm going to plug this into the wall, right there behind the fermenter. And then the display comes on. And this is the temperature probe. And like I said, I'm just going to set this on the shelf next to it. I'm actually going to set it on the lower shelf because I'm constantly moving kits in and on and off of this shelf. I'm going to plug in the air conditioner unit right here. It's a 110 air conditioner unit. And, the specs for this, I'm also going to make a review article on stillintheclear.com. I'll put a link down in the show notes, maybe put one up here, put a little card up here. That way you can go to that and get all the specifications of, like what your limits are and things like that. I'm going to plug the heater in here. And then I'm going to plug the AC in. Okay, so that's all set up. Now, it's completely set up right now. I've got the heater set to high, and I'm going to turn the AC on, which it's not going to come on because it's being controlled by this controller, and I haven't programmed it yet. So the first thing we want to do is we want to enter into set mode. So we're going to hold the set button down for 3 seconds. And once we get into set mode, we want to cycle through these by hitting the set button. The first thing I want to do is change from Celsius to Fahrenheit. So I'm going to cycle through. Oh, I didn't hit it in time. I got to hold it for 3 seconds again. I think after 5 seconds it kicks back off if you don't do anything. So I'm going to cycle through until I get to this part right here. Now I want to, oh no, not this one. I'm sorry. There we go. So it's on Celsius right now. There we go. We've got it to Fahrenheit. Now we want to go to the TS, which is the temperature that you want it set to. That's my optimal temperature. And I'm going to, you only have 5 seconds to do something where it kicks itself back off. And I think that means I didn't set, okay, so you got to go through this pretty quickly. First, I want to change the Celsius back to Fahrenheit. Now I want to change this. I'm going to put it to 78. The heat differential is at 3 degrees. The cooling differential is at 3 degrees. That's good. I'm going to leave that at 240. No, we're not. We're going to drop that down. So this is overheating alarm, and it doesn't need to be that high. So basically, if everything fails, there's going to be an alarm go off to let me know, okay, something's gone wrong, and you know it has heated up to 100 degrees. That's the low alarm. So we don't want that at -40. We want that way up closer to, like, I'm going to set it at 65. So everything will shut down and it'll start beeping if it gets down to 65. It means it's just a way to let me know that something has gone wrong. I'm going to hold the set button for 3 seconds, and that kicks everything back in, or not, that saves everything I just made. So if you don't do anything for 3 seconds or for 5 seconds, it's going to revert back to the last setting. Okay, so now it's showing us that 78 degrees is our temperature that we're set at, but the temperature in here right now is 76.2 degrees. Now, if it falls down to, we've got our cooling differential and our heating differential set at 3 degrees. So what that means is if it falls 3 degrees below 78, so if it gets to 75, the heater's going to kick on. And 3 degrees above 78 or 81 degrees, the air conditioner is going to kick on. So I will, I'll keep an eye on this, and I'll try to catch things when they're kicking on and kicking off. So the temperature's just got to 81 degrees in here, and the AC is kicked on. I imagine you can hear it in the video, and the temperature is now dropping pretty quickly. Now, the temperature probe, I do have setting right here in front of the air conditioner, so it is going to drop that temperature pretty quickly, and then it'll kick back off. I could put this temperature probe, further away from the air conditioner. In fact, let's just try that and let me see what happens here. It's got a 5-foot cord on the temperature probe. So I'm just going to set it over here, kind of out of the way of the AC, and see what happens. So we're at 78.2. 78.1, 78, and it kicks back off. And then I'll come in later this afternoon because it's supposed to get up to 89, 90 degrees today, which means it should kick this AC back on and help me keep the temperature where I want it, which I've got it set at 78 degrees right now. And I'll come out this evening when the temperature, or maybe early in the morning before the sun comes up, the temperature is supposed to be like 65 degrees. And this little radiator heater that I have should be on in that case. So I suspect this being an INKBIRD product, this is going to work very well. They're very known for their quality controllers, and I'm really excited that they sent me one to do a review on. And they have a lot of other great products too. They have the same kind of temperature controllers that are Wi-Fi enabled, which is pretty awesome also. So go check them out. It's completely worth it. And listen, if I'm not mistaken, this controller is like around like less than 40 bucks. Not very expensive at all. So you can't really beat it, especially if you're in a climate like I am, where the temperatures can go up and down, you know, from midday to nighttime. This will really help. Well, shoot, there it went. Already dropped down to 75 degrees in here, and the heater has just kicked on. So that's pretty cool. So I no longer have to worry about the temperature of my ferment being an issue and what time of the year I can make runs, because, you know, just sometimes it just gets too cold. And this is going to be great. I'm very excited, and you should definitely go check it out. Thanks, INKBIRD. I'll see y'all on the next one.